Hey guys. Oh, okay. So I am here. Let's see how long the cat will last with us. Um, I just wanted to talk about my goals with reading and how I feel like a failure and I know I shouldn't. So let's, backtrack a little bit. I started BookTube 3 years ago now, I guess. Um, yeah, I just passed my 3 year anniversary in November or in the fall, and I have had a Goodreads though for much longer than that. So I've had a Goodreads page for you know probably like 7 years or 8 years. I'm not sure. And so before I joined BookTube, my Goodreads goal was about like 24, like 2 books a month, which I did, or maybe it was 20, and I read about 24 books a year. And then once I started BookTube, I was like, oh wow, I could be reading so much more than I'm not. Like I feel like a lot of people that I meet that are not on BookTube, like regular civilians, they always say like, oh, I don't have time, I don't have time, and it's just like you definitely do. You're just choosing to spend your time in a different way that is not reading. And so I realized that I could read more, and so I've been reading, in the 70s ish, the past couple of years since I joined BookTube. It's gonna, we'll see if I hit my goal of 96 this year. I don't think so, but fingers crossed. Um, and I just kind of, I don't know. I'm a big list person, so that's like the one thing. I feel like I have been raising my Goodreads goal a little bit too much. I think I'm gonna set it next year at just 75. I think 75 is manageable. It's pushing it, but it's a manageable pushing it. It's not like at the end of the year I feel like I need to shovel a bunch of books down my throat. That's not really how I want to enjoy reading. I mean, it's kind of like a fun little challenge to see if I can read, 31 books in 31 days, but I would like to do that if I want to do that, not in the last month because I feel like I have to, or else I won't meet my goal. You know what I'm saying? It kind of turns the whole like bookish thing into homework. I feel like people have talked about this before, but I am just, yeah, not going to make any goals for next year besides to read 75 books. Um, I'm also going to, of course, continue my goal to read more translated. I still kind of want to be at that 50% translated, or not 50%, I'm sorry, like 20, like a third translated and 50% of the books that I read be from US authors. I definitely like did not meet that goal, but I feel like that's not really a hard set kind of goal. It's just like ambitions to be making sure that I'm incorporating more translated works and not reading only US authors. So that I'm like okay with the fact that I haven't particularly met that goal, quote unquote. I do need to stop deciding that I'm going to finish this series and I'm going to read all the books off of this list and I'm going to do this because it's not happening. I don't know why I keep pretending like it's going to happen. I get so excited because I'm like, type A. I really like, I love lists and I love like that not controlling factor, but there's something like really pleasing, to like cross things off of lists and to like organize things and organize even my reading and stuff. So it definitely like suits my personality well to make all of these goals. But I feel like the second I start making the goals, I like don't want to do them because it feels kind of like homework and I don't know. I feel more inclined to do maybe like list type challenges where I'm reading more books off of the 1001 list and other various. I have a binder full of lists that I like want to do. Um, but the problem with that is that I don't own a lot of those books and I own so many books that I haven't read. All of these I have not read. So I think next year I'm just going to take it like super easy, not try to force anything. If I read books that are on lists, then great, but if not, then not. Like, part of my goals this year was to finish 3 series: the Imperial Ratch, the Southern Reach, and the Douglas Adams, the Hitchhikers series. I only have 6 books total to complete all of those series, and I did not do that. I've read more than 6 books. I could have easily done it. I enjoyed those books, I have no problem, but I just, once it's like, hey, I need to finish this, I just cannot, which I think is probably part of my reason that I have so much trouble with buddy reads too, to be honest with you, because it's like now I feel like I have to read this book or else I'm going to let this person down. And so I think I've tried to buddy read like maybe 15 times and I've successfully done it twice. And I'm really impressed with myself for those 2 times, to be honest with you. So I don't know. It's really frustrating because I do want to be the type of person that has all of these like wonderful goals and accomplishes them. I feel like people like last year, I think, or the year before. I think it was Christina or someone had like made this beautiful like poster, and so it's like they want to read a certain amount of historical fiction and YA and nonfiction and stuff like a month, and but once I tell myself I need to read one nonfiction a month and one this a month, one this a month, I don't know. It's just like not as fun for me. So I am a seasonal reading challenge person, so I've again talked about this before, but I am part of the Goodreads group seasonal reading challenge, so I get most of my kicks with regards to planning and stuff with that, because 4 times a year I get to plan all the books that I get to read for the next season. So that is really really enjoyable for me, and just like so much fun. So I'm just gonna like stick to that and not really worry about it. I also don't. I want to kind of continue to not do readathons and stuff. I have really done none this year. I think I tried to participate in Nonfiction November. I read only 2 memoirs. I might have tried some kind of booktubeathon, maybe. I don't remember. But I feel like not participating in those, even though I feel really left out and sad. It's just I can't continuously take part in these things where I am just failing constantly. I have really low self-esteem, and I always think like maybe this time it'll be the time, but it hurts a little bit. So I'm just not going to bother. I do like participating in Dewey's and the 24 and 48, but I feel like those are more just like read as much as you can and like time goals, which is I think a lot easier than, book like goals, like page count kind of, if that makes sense. I'm not a fast reader, so I get kind of stressed out. And I work, about 50 hours a week. So, and I cook basically almost every night. Like four out of 7 nights I cook. So I just want to like chill a little bit. Anyways, this is kind of like starting to get a little rambly. Let me know your thoughts. If you have, then again, I'm about to ask if you've got any fun goals for 2018. Let me know. Like Denise is doing the blackout, which looks so rad, and so I'm like, maybe I should obviously not go full that way because I've got tons of books that I need to read on my shelves, but like, you know, once every third month try to read only African American authors. Is that possible for me? We'll see. Oh my gosh. I'm such a hypocrite. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I like doing it so much, but okay, I need to stop filming this video. We'll see what happens, basically, is what I'm saying. This is why I stopped doing TBRs also. So, even if I've got kind of like some ideas percolating in my brain, I'm not going to set anything down in stone because ain't nobody got time to be disappointed in themselves. Especially not when you can control that, okay? Anyways, talk to you later. If you do have fun goals, though, I would like to know. I would like to encourage you and, be there for you and cheer you on. So good luck, everyone, with their goals, and hopefully you guys didn't fail as miserably as I did this year. I'm not even going to list the rest of my goals because I don't remember what they were, but I failed. Trust me.